Welcome back to the two hottest bowlers on the planet combined in one channel.
Sure, we'll go with that.
We might be two of the tallest bowlers.
Yeah, with
that
me
bowl on
being
tour.
6'5".
And I'm 5'10". There's only a couple that are taller than me, so.
And I think West Milan is the same height as me, if not taller, and that's it.
So at least one of those. We can pick one of those that might be true. I'm super excited. The regional tours are coming up soon for me. I'm going to the very first one in Dallas, which is great for me because I can see my family. My brother lives there, so I'll get to visit him as well. Hopefully win the very first event of the season like I did in 2019.
That's the goal.
Yes, that is the goal. But before I can do that, I am focusing on fixing some things that I have had troubles with in the last couple of months, coming back from my injury. For those of you that are new with us, I have had an injury for the last couple years that I've been dealing with my back. It has caused me a lot of pain, but every time that I've been able to come back, I have been throwing it better, but there's those little inconsistencies that are really triggering because I will throw it really good, but I can't keep it going because then I end up hurting myself and then I'm out for another couple weeks. So today I want to show you guys kind of what I do to get back into the swing of things so next week can be as successful as possible for myself.
Yeah, and I'm getting ready for my tour coming up in just a couple weeks. First off is the US Open, and I know I have some things to clean up. I haven't been bowling on the hardest of shots, so my repetition has kind of been getting less and less to where I wanted my standards. So we'll be bowling on a sport shot today. I'll be working on a couple things in order to stay sharp and able to compete with the best on the planet. So this is a day of taking you through what we do to get ready for our tournaments.
So for me, to make it simple for the next week, I'm just going to focus on two drills that have really helped me in the past, and they were also two drills that were the only ones that I could actually do for a while when I could not throw a physical full shot. So I have always focused on doing foul line drills and one steps for me. And I do the traditional one step where I stand with my whole body weight in one position and get my ball to the back of my swing. So I focus on that to not necessarily just focus on doing a one step in my timing, but for me, it helps me create the best illusion for my flat spot and where I should be on the lane compared to like where I normally am. And it's the easiest way for me to know that my foot is in the right position to give myself the most length to get my flat spot longer. The other part of this is doing the foul line drill. Now, I know mostly people focus on the foul line drill for release, but for me, it is also very important for myself to focus on keeping my elbow in the correct spot because I am double jointed. My elbow does tend to bend other ways that other people's elbows do not. So this drill allows me to feel what it should feel like when I'm just in a stationary position. So I do this to focus on my fingers coming out at the right spot with my elbow in and getting the right roll throughout the lane, even in that very basic position.
All right, and for my practice today, some of the things that I have struggled with over the course of time is making sure that my first two steps are rather shorter. I am 6'5", I'm taller, so it's easy for me to get going faster and get my first two steps going longer, quicker. So today I'm going to be working really hard on keeping those first two steps short before the second set of dots, and then after that we're going to be working on body position, so focusing on the first two steps being short along with not my upper body going forward so fast so quickly, because if that goes forward, my swing gets higher, my swing gets steep, it causes a lot of inconsistencies at the line. And then the last thing that we'll be working on is putting all that together along with getting my hips back underneath me at the foul line. Sometimes I can do the first two things correctly, but if I don't get my hips back underneath me, I don't have a lot of leverage at the bottom. So doing that will help me make better shots, my rev rate will stay up, and we'll send pins flying like we usually do. So that's what I'm going to be working on today.
If you ask Nate what his favorite thing about bowling is,
Sending love.
what'd you say?
Sometimes the best ones don't strike.
that's what I will be working on for the next week. Hopefully it yields results in a week from now.
And that's what I'll be working on for the rest of my life.
Well, also same, but hopefully somehow it clicks before the next week for me.
Yeah, today was a good practice. Just getting sharp. Obviously, the approaches were a little slick today, so, you might have noticed me fouling sometimes. Don't worry, the lights are off. So
this is action. We bowl action in practice.
There's no fouls in action.
Yeah, just ask Dougie.
Yeah, but so today was a good practice. We're gonna keep working on that stuff going into our seasons, and then the results will speak for themselves. So we look forward to having 2 great seasons. And thank you guys for joining. If you haven't already, subscribe, like the video,
Down there.
and we will see you on the next one.